Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel and you are watching AI with Ashok. In this channel, I will share my knowledge on cutting edge technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision and many more to go. If you want to know about these technologies, please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like and share this video. Let's learn together. Okay, today in this video we are going to learn about map functions. Map functions present in Python. Map function is a built-in function which we can use it directly in Python. Okay, what is a map function? In simple, a map function will map a function to an iterable and it returns an iterable. Just confusing, but it is very easy. Let's see that. It will make an iterator that computes the function using arguments on each of the iterables. So it will take each element from an iterable and use it as an argument for this function and stops when the shortest iterable is exhausted. In map function we have a syntax of we will have a function as the first argument and a list of iterables. We can have any number of iterables and it will be exhausted. For suppose example, we are having 3 iterables and first 3 iterables as a list. So in first list we have 3 elements and second list we have 2 elements and third list we have 4 elements. So which is the least one? So second iterable, second list having 2 elements. So this map function will iterate for 2 times. So let's have it as an example in the further in this video. Now this is the syntax for our map function. So when we want to apply map function, we need to give them map key. We need to give the function name of this function map, and then it's what is the function we are going to apply to the list or iterables and the list of iterable we are going to process. So this is the function of map. So let's do this example and let us know more about this. So first, as a first example, we are going to apply squaring to all the elements in the list using map function. How to do this with a map function? It's just simple. First we need to give a map function map. Okay, then we need to give the function. What we are going to do is a squaring function. So as I mentioned in the previous video, we can use lambda function with map, reduce and filter. So if you want to know about lambda function, please do to see my previous video. I have discussed about lambda function. I will also give the link to that video in this description. So first function. So as a lambda function, how we are going to write this lambda function? So for writing lambda function, we need to give lambda. Then what is the number? So we are going to square each element in this list. So we are getting number as the each element. So each element going to be squared. So num power 2. So this is our function. We can use it anonymously, this function, and we don't need to give any name to this function. So that is the advantage of using lambda function. Lambda function is also called as an anonymous function. Okay, then we are going to pass the iterables. Here iterables is this list. For this list we are going to pass it as an iterable. So list 1 is going to be its iterable. Now what we are going to return, it's this map function will return a map object, but we want a list of iterables. So we are going to convert this map object into a list. Now this list will return 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16 and 5 square 25. Let's check this list. Yeah, we are getting the right answer. We are getting 1 squared 1, for 2 square 4, for 3 we are getting the 3 square 9, for 4 we are getting 4 square 16, for 5 we are getting 5 square 25. Okay, let's go into the second example. Now we are having a following list. We need to convert these numbers into a string. As a string, let's check the type of we are having this list of 2. Now I am going to check the type of first element in this list. Type of list to 2 of, we are going to check the first element's type. So now it was returning an integer type. Now I am going to change this as a string, each element in this list into a string. So how we are going to do this? So list 2, we are going to use a map function. So map of, we are going to map this iterable to a string function. In Python we are having a inbuilt string function str. So we are going to map these iterables to a list, so to this function list of 2. And as I mentioned earlier, this map function will return a map object as an iterable. So we can convert this as a list. So we are converted this into a list. We can type this list too. Yeah, here you see we are having this 2 as, now here it is a integer now, but now here it is converted into a string. Let's recheck it. List 2 of 0, we are going to checking the type of this list. Now it was converted into a string data type. Okay, in natural language processing we do many pre-processing, like converting lower cases, removing punctuations, and many more pre-processing we will do. So when we do those pre-processing, this map, reduce, and filter function will be very useful for us to do those pre-processing, and it will actually increasing the speed when we combine it with a lambda function, and it will also reducing the number of lines we are using to coding it. So now I am going to convert all words in this list into a lower case. How I going to do this? So first, just map of, in string we are having lower of function, we are having lower of function in string. So str dot lower of, just give lower, don't give any open bracket or close brackets, just string dot lower, and our iterables. What is our iterable? List 3. So this will create a map object, we can see, but it was not a iterable. It is an iterable, but if we want to see those values, we need to convert this map object into a list object. So this list will return as a lower case converted words. So Python, here P is in capital letter, now it was converted into lower case letters. Here A, F and L are in capital letters, and those are converted into lower case. Here I, G, E, N all are in capital letters, those are also converted into lower case letters. Now we are going to remove punctuation. What are all the punctuation here? Here we having this plus, brackets, and this forward slash, and this exponential operator, this modulus operator, and we are going to remove these from this sentence. First we need to convert this sentence into a list of words. For how to do this sentence, so we are going to convert this into list of words. Words is equal to sentence dot split off. We are having split off function for each string, and we are going to split this based on spaces. So here we are having a spaces, so Python and has it will be a separate word, so we will say split it here. Here we are having those operators as a list, it's a lengthy list. So what I am going to do this, I am going to remove all punctuations here. Let's do this. Now we are having the list of words from this sentence. Now I am going to remove punctuation from each word from this sentence. So I am already having the remove punctuation function as I already typed. So this function will remove the punctuation. I am using a regex library for removing the punctuations. So this is re.substitute of raw string. So this is the list of symbols I am going to remove. These are the list of symbols I am going to remove, and I am going to replace those symbols, those punctuations with an empty string. So, and this will be my input string what I am going to substitute. So this is my function, and now we are going to map it to the list of iterables. So remove function, remove punctuation, and then the list of iterables, those are words. Now we are having the map object, and we are going, but we need a list in order to see those words. Let's see. Let's see, after operators we are having open bracket and a plus symbol, but let's see here, after operator we are having only the comma operator only. Here we are having comma operator, but those open bracket and a plus will be is removed. And then see here, after this operator we are having a double slash. Actually we didn't give the double slash. Let's do it now. Now it will remove those double slash also. See, after operator we have removed those forward slash also. So if we want to remove this slash in also, we can also remove those slash in. I will give it here also. See, before Python we are having an new line operator, but here we have removed those new line operator. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you love this tutorial, please do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you.